Very well, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kukli Stadium here just outside Paphos. We've got the music still playing in the background slightly, and it'll keep us in the nice smooth course here in this lovely 22 degrees Cypriot morning. It is humid enough, 66%, so you'll need to breathe into the nose and out through the mouth so as not to burn up the lungs. Just a few minutes away now from kickoff for the third place playoff between FC Riga and FC Rodina. The lineups now on the screen, as you can see. So Riga lining up in goals: Purins, Macwoods, Musa, Kurakins, Pevic, Parovic, Rugins, Sosalo, Lukili, Vakulko and Barnes. And over on the Rodina side, Aidarov, Sukhanov, Maltsev, Yudintsev, Alikin, Baitukov, Shadrintsev, Krapukhin, Dmitriev, Vazetinov and Morozov. And of course the coach, Denis Boyarintsev, and Sasha Popovsky for the Latvians. I know it's going to be a good game. Both these teams have shown well in the tournament. Riga, of course, are regular visitors, same as Rodina. Unlucky to Rodina have played very, very well. They've really shown themselves up well. Nice round of applause for the officials and for the teams. One of the oldest players on the field, Alikin. He takes the toss. And he says, we'll pick the direction, and they give the kickoff to the Latvians. This is going to be a good game. I can feel it. The last game of the Korantina Holmes Cup 2021. I should have mentioned at the top that my name is Oliver Moore, and I'm looking forward to bringing this final game of this competition, the 4th edition of the Korantina Holmes Cup, to you. Yesterday, of course, the Association of Spanish Football Professionals won the championship. You can see, if you see little bits of gold floating around there in the centre circle, that was from the trophy celebration last night. Niels Purins, a decent goalkeeper, has done well. Denis Boyarintsev, the former Russian international, stalwart for Rubin Kazan in their glory days. Of course, Rubin being rebuilt at the moment under former CSKA, Hull City, Vitesse Arnhem, and Russia coach Leonid Slutsky. Aidarov going back in 2 goals. That's done very well. Sasha Popovsky, Macedonian. And we're off. So 90 minutes to decide who is going to take home bronze. Riga unlucky, they lost on penalties against the eventual champions. They drew 2-2 in that game. And then got a win over Brentford. Or should I say ours, Limassol. First early showing from the Russians. Morozov bundled over, gets his free kick. Won't be any argument about that. Morozov, of course, he's used as kind of an attacking midfielder, playing off the main man, but in this tournament so far he's been the main striker. Scored 11 goals in the Russian league. Corner to be taken by Nikolai Sukhanov. It's done very well this tournament. Nicely taken, met with the head. But Rustam Vazdinov can't direct it on target. First effort on target of the game goes to the young Russian side, because they are top of their division in Russia, 3rd tier. 16 wins, 3 draws and 1 loss. They played right before they came out here. They actually looked like they were going to get overwhelmed in the first game, and they're going to lose on penalties to the home side Paphos. Paphos, of course, runners up in this tournament. Second time they've been runners up. Long ball played for a run. Pitch is looking well today, but a little cut up in parts. Versus the reserve stadium for Paphos, just outside the main stadium. Nice interplay. Now Riga have to keep the ball a little bit. Ball played for the American Toronto, Eric McWoods. 26 years of age. Won the Estonian Cup with Transnarva. Throw in. There was no free given for that. There was an advantage played. Careful play by Udincev. Nicely played. Attack for Rodina. Now they have men up. Try to get a shot away. Not succeeding, and it is back into 23-year-old Niels Burin's hands. Latvian, who's played underage up until under 21 for Latvia. Looking to make his breakthrough this year with Riga. Interesting to hear the shouts from the sideline. Sasha Popovsky, more animated than his counterpart. Wojrincev tends to be a little bit more reflective at times. Nice ball played down, but nobody there to run onto it. Neither team settled down just yet. Russian shouts to get closer, closer. Riga now with a chance. Attempted cross. Knocked out. Maltsev back quickly to snuff that out. Yuri Vakulko, the 24-year-old Ukrainian. Comes with a decent reputation. Has captained the Ukrainian under-21s. Mikhail Stasala with a short corner. Ball thrown in by Anton Kurkins. Shot on. And a goal! It was offside. I shouldn't have celebrated as loudly as I did because, of course, that was very clearly offside. But, you know, it's early Friday. The weather is warm, so we have to enjoy it. Matija Pevic, the Montenegrin 21-year-old, was in on the end of that. Clever play by the Russians. They weren't caught so much as they pushed out at the right time. Very good standard of refereeing here, officiating I should say, from the Cypriot teams. No free. Late call given, and the Latvians are not happy with that. So kind of bundled over to see where the offside was given. Ball came in, and yes, he was offside. The question was, did it come off a Rodina foot or Riga foot before it came to him? But we won't let the officials. Clever play. and just a little too much for Borisov. Borisov, who came from Novosibirsk, number 9. So she's got 11 goals in the season, still only 21 years of age, or 20 years of age. She went on until next year. Linia, if you hear that, that means line. I think it's self-evident. Lieva is left, Prava is right. Oh, nice ball played out. This could be a break on now for the Russians, but nobody up. Ball won back, and now could be moved out. Long, hopeful ball. No foreign players, of course, on the Russian team, because below the second tier, in Russia, there are no foreigners allowed to coach or play or even, at times, administer clubs. It is forbidden to try and help develop teams. Chase on, but the keeper, Sergei Aidarov, a little bit now pushing and shoving in this. No real need for it. Aidarov slid out of his area. We'll let this settle down before we comment, because it was a simple thing. Aidarov slid out of the penalty box, held onto the ball, and a bit of pushing and shoving. Sergei Elikin was in quite quick to take it. We'll see it again. He was just outside. Now, Baitukov realistically should have gotten a yellow card for that one. When he put his head into an opponent's face, it should be a yellow card. So someone is going to get carded. We don't know who. It was Matija Pevic tried to. It was actually Karim Lukili tried to keep the ball, but there was a yellow card given. We can't see. Maybe just a little bit of a warning. Sergei Aidarov did nothing wrong. Musa. Now could get a bit tasty. His tackles are flying in. Number 18, Adolfo Barnes, son of Sebastian, the former Ghanaian international. Born in Germany, when his dad was playing there. Actually saw Adolfo play in the Hessen Cup a long, long time ago. I'll give away the year because it'll show my age. Now, chance to break. Karim Lukili. Ball out wide right. Played in. And the cross blocked, and I think it's a goal kick. It is, it's a goal kick. And back off the striker's legs, it was Yuri Vakulko. Put that cross in. Rodina already moving. Put yourself for Barnes. 19 years of age still. Has played under 23s for the country of his dad's birth. Himself being born in Germany. Came through the Schalke youth system. Then bumped around a little bit. Hopeful ball played through and it's not cleared. But an offside given. And a smile into the late morning sun. Vasadinov, decent player. Has put in hard yards in the tournament. Likes to win free kicks. And how wonderful it is for the fans to be out enjoying the weather on a Friday morning. Nice way to warm before lunch. Good kick from Purins. Finds a Rodina ahead. A second one. And Baba Musa makes sure that the throw-in will be to the Latvians. Musa, 21 years of age. Also Ghanaian. Came quite young to Serbia and sort of bumped around clubs there. And ended up playing for a short time with Beran in Montenegro. He clears the ball. Now a chance to break. Lukili. Won back by Rodina. Continue down the line, Morozov now. Can he get it back onto his right foot? Uses the left. Still in. Chance. And passively cleared away out of the box. Still with Rodina. Rodina have a chance if men out wide, left and right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the box. But a half-hearted cross finds only the midriff of Ritvars Rugins, the 32-year-old. And he roped himself a little bit. Just, ooh, that was a bit sore. Rugin's an experienced international, won 2 leagues with Riga and 2 with Ventspils. 1 corner apiece after almost 14 minutes. And they put this into the danger zone. Ball flighted in, cleared, still with Rodina. Shot on. Baba gets a boot to it and it bounces harmlessly to the keeper, who left-footed slices it forward. McWoods out jumped. Now a chance to counter with Morozov, but will he keep it in? He is. He's kept it in. Lovely play. Morozov back onto his right foot. There's Dinov. Roger now firing and misfiring straight into the keeper's hands. So he likes to throw it out. Finds his man at the right. Keeley plays it forward for McWoods to run onto. McWoods held back. Didn't go down. Played it back, but Joe Fisas was unable to control it. Fair play to McWoods, he stayed in his feet. One of a number of Americans who ply their trade in a range of leagues around Europe, from Ireland to Latvia. A lot of young guys who overlooked in the MLS or the American League system. Something that a lot of Russian players don't seem to do. They might pop over to Latvia, but not further afield. Interesting now, Rustam is lying on the ground behind the wall. Shot on and a great save. Lovely save. Karim Lukili, the Dutch-born Moroccan, gets it on target. Low right, and the big man Aidarov gets down to it very, very well. All cleared out, but now a chance for Riga to build again. Lumped in from Kurkins. Alikin, the oldest man in the field. Ball given away now. Lukili plays it through for Barnes. He loses it. Back to the Moroccan. Plays it square. Chance on. Shot. McWoods. Leaves it outside. Ball in. Staying now. Mikhail Sosailov, the Finn. He's keeping it in. This is... Oh, and a poor ball from the Moroccan, Karim Lukili. Gives Morozov a chance to move. Sasha Popovsky not happy with that. Chance now. Shot on target. Great save. Follow up. Save again. And Riga cleared their lines. Now we're starting to lighten up a bit. We're almost 20 minutes into the game. Wiggins, the man who cleared that ball eventually, has 8 caps in total for Latvia. He's played reserves for Celtic, had time on loan while with them with Brecon City and Stranraer. Came back to Ventspils, had another spell with Hamilton Academicals. 31 years of age, so good experience. There was a great connection between Latvian football and Scottish. Now Rodina building up again. Attempted tackle, save. Was never going to bother the keeper too much because it was driven straight to his right. And goal kick. So a bit of a wasted opportunity. Reckons going to come short for the goal kick. You can see it. That was a good one. And the follow-up shot. Tried to curl it in, but I don't know if it would have curled in, but it was heading towards the target anyway. And then this one. Just a little bit too much. Could have rolled it across the back post, so it could be tapped in. Nice views, of course, here in Paphos. Both these teams would have felt that they were going to contend for the title when they came in. Riga have come close, so too have Rodina in previous editions of the Korantina Homes Cup. Oh, little pull of the shirt by Barnes. Oh, a late tackle. And that could be a yellow card. Whereas Wiggins, 32 years of age. Latvian international, has a decent career behind him. Hopefully more years ahead of him. And Wojtukov raises the roof with a good sliding tackle to prevent the cross. Wojtukov was born in Kazakhstan, 24 years of age. Came from Chelyabinsk. Corner going to be taken again by the Finn Soisalo. Throws it in right-footed. Met by Rodina head, still there to be played for. Kept in. Soisalo again. Chips it through, met well. It's still in play, not cleared. And shot on goal. Oh. It took a couple of deflections on the way into Aidaro's hands. And again, it was at man number 22, Matija Pevic, the Montenegrin. Spent last year on loan. Clever ball played out wide. Shots on. And slipped by the post. Decent effort from Georgi Udintsev. Well worth trying just to pepper through. There's nothing really else on. And the coach shouting in, well, we'll call it Yugoslav, to the players from the former Yugoslav countries who are playing for the Latvians, and then switching to English for the non-Yugoslavs. And talking of Yugoslavs, Ivan Barovic, born in Germany in Essen, 30 years of age, has played underage for Croatia. Nicely played. Keely has a second chance. Baba Musa pulled down, but the referee says didn't see anything. Back to Barovic. Ball played through. Play from the Russians. Nicely played through. Clever play and a clever tug of the shirt from the experienced German-born Croatian. Still tight, tiny little ball, and he was never going to go past him. Came through the Dortmund system. Well, red-white Essen in Dortmund. Well known in Russia. Played very well for Ufa. Could still do a job in the top flight in Russia. Tough, uncompromising, and knows how to move the ball around. In second Bundesliga with Sandhausen, and also had a small spell with Huddersfield Town, where he joined his former Schalke coach David Wagner. Didn't really take there, unfortunately. A chance for Rodina to start the second quarter of this game on the attack. Ball thrown in. Yellowhead gets the ball out, and it was an offside. Always wonder that when they give an offside when the ball is being cleared. Riga had their dreams of a 4 in a row in the Latvian top tier, dashed this past season, finishing 4th, but they go into the UEFA Conference League. Oh, chance on now. Smacked straight into the bodies. Burridge. Ball out to the left wing. Finds Rugans. Rugans to Barnes. Bakulko gets a shoulder, and Rodina happy to lose the ball into the trees at the far side of the ground. With a pull of the jersey by. You have to show him what he did. Of course, it was very, very clear even from up here. Eric McWoods, he gave a little pull. Clever, but the young Russian was a little bit more clever. Barnes now tried to keep the ball in play, but surrounded by 4 Russians. He had his ankles clipped, but not as loudly as he wants us to believe. So for Burns. Well, in fairness, we didn't quite see that Morozov did hit him when he was going down. Keely just pulls back from that challenge. Ball cleared. Not far enough. Irish read it well, and is back now with Woodins. Woodins back to Paurovic. Riga ahead in the possession stakes, but that will not bother Rodina one little bit. They've been behind on possession in almost every game they've played, the whole way through the game, and still they've found ways to get goals. Keep ball played now. Predictions. Keely has throws Captain back into play, and kind of misplaced pass to the Montenegrin Pavic. Long ball played down for someone to run onto, met by the head of Woods, who outjumped everybody. What a free given, because he was leaning onto the back of his opponent. But his club's relatively new. I've enjoyed decent success so far. And a light push in the back from Sasalo. He said shoulder to shoulder, but you can't do that. You can't do that. Well, you can, but if you do it against the wrong player, he's going to fall, make it look like he's been shot. So we'll see it again. Was it? Well, it was shoulder to back. It was shoulder to back, so fair enough. It was shoulder to shoulder. You'd be questioning the you'd be questioning the man who fell. Shot in, punched away by Purins. Shot on again. Sukhanov is going to chase this down. He still has it, but he didn't control it. And will it be a throw to Riga or a free kick to Rodina? No. Throw in. He did play the ball. Referee explains why he didn't give the free kick to 21-year-old Sukhanov. Didn't look like a free kick. Looked like Mike Woods. No free kick. Sukhanov, I think, if he wants to move up the professional ranks, he has to get a little bit tougher than that. So, of course, Moscow boy, played with Angie reserves, and he's now 2 years with Rodina. Angie, of course, the club that tried to reach for the stars by buying in stars, and unfortunately then going bankrupt. We had Roberto Carlos there, and they did very, very well. Then got Samuel Eto'o in. Things just didn't work out. Okay, so Finn is going to try to get something going on the half hour, but a very poor corner, clipped away and headed out by Sukhanov. Krakens has the throw. Throws it short to the Finn, and it's a throw in again to Riga. Chatri says shadowing. It's a silo. Ball played in. Barnes had met it. If you hear Visha Visha, it means higher, higher. So of course that means that they need to push up. The ball played through for Luki to chase. And well defended. Bravo from Poposki. Well, I think we understand what bravo means. Well defended. Shedrinsev. Solid defender. Could do a job anywhere. He's still young. But definitely a player to have a look at for the future. From Chita, only 22 years of age. Young for a defender. And an attempt to try and move the ball forward by Riga, lost for a throw in. Now the players will be puffing a little because it is warm and there's not a whole lot of air to breathe as well. Very typical part of the world. There is a breeze. Woods. And when we hear the bell, by the way, that is the nearby school. The end of lessons. We'll hear it again in just a few minutes to say start of lessons. So, Woods now throws a good corner in, but a little bit too far back and was offside. Can't see where there was offside unless it was Woods himself, but he seemed to take the ball with him. But I do not want to argue with that linesman. Looks like a baddie in a Bond movie. It's noticeable now that the Latvians are starting to push more. You look how many players they have forward. Sassola now out on the right wing. He has a chance to try and run at the defenders, which he does, but he loses the ball. He's mixed up on his feet. Still now with Barnes, blocked. Played out now by Rodina. But it's Barnes now. Barnes plays it wide, out to the left, but slightly aimlessly. And told to hold the ball. Dintsev. He's from the Football School of Moscow, the state-run organizations. He's 20 years of age. Clever play by Alikin, the 37-year-old. Well won. Now, Healy plays straight into the leg. I thought it was the middle leg, but it was just the leg. Morozov. Vazdinov. Sukhanov on the far post. And it is a goal kick. For a moment, everyone paused and thought it's a penalty, but no. Bevici got the ball well. He got part of the man, but no harm. See it? No, he got the ball. He got the ball and clipped the knee. A little bit sore because it was knee on knee. Vazadinov was in a bit of pain. Hopefully he won't have to go off. We saw, of course, yesterday Gardenas from the Spanish footballers had to go off with a knee injury. From a very, very innocuous moment when he just landed and his foot got caught behind him. It looked a very bad ankle injury. A chance, welcome break, even though there's an injured man in the field that they can all grab a quick drink of water. Rustam Vazetinov. Hopefully he'll be okay. Somebody tinkling, tink tickling away on the ivories behind us. Positino, 24-year-old. Has done well. He's played with Zname Truda. So hopefully all is okay. We're just trying to see. So players being warmed up. So Arseny Yagodkin. Vastina from Perm originally, in the, well, we'll say in the Ural Mountains. I played for Amkar, then found his way. Barnes now shot on and shot off, and the ball sails over the protective netting at the back and goes into somebody's back garden. So sure the people there will be happy. Have a nice gift. I won't really give the ball back. I can't say I would now. I'd have to think about it. Popovsky thoughtfully looking on. His team doing well. But apart from that, offside goal, not really producing a whole lot. More chances coming from the Russians. Morozov. He got a little clip on the back of his heel, but he'll be okay. Play back through now. Chance for Riga to build. Musa plays a nice ball out wide for Lukili. Lukili, will he take his man on? He's got both feet. Cross in, but met well, cleared. Scrappily, but cleared all the same. One back by Barnes. Now a chance. Rugans. No one really offering for him. Barovic now has got the. He's pushing forward. Going to use some of that experience. Salo on the wing. Takes an early cross. Hits his own man rather than plays it to him. Silva Salo plays the ball through. Chance. Blocked down. Not cleared. Alikin quick getting up, of course, from Ufa man as well. Chance headed into a Rodina face, and a chance shot on and bobbling into Idaro's hands. So Alikin, of course, played with Ufa as well, same time as Barovic. Let's watch it again. Alikin got the tackle in. Really got it for the header. The shot came in from Barnes, but the keeper. Sukhanov now. Sukhanov. Is the ball short. Nice close control, but well won back. Barnes. Still with them, and now a chance. They've got men over. They need to move the ball quickly. Good cross thrown in. Just a little bit too far. Karim Lukili. Keeps some momentum. That looked like a handball, but it played the hand rather than the hand playing the ball, and that should be a free in because the jersey of Baba Musa was dragged visibly. It's a luminous yellow, so it's easy to be seen. And now, as we approach half time, will this be something to write home about? So Salah's standing over the ball. He can hit it right-footed. Korakins can hit it left. It's Korakins. Poorly struck, but they still have a second chance. Bakulko. He throws it back in with his left foot. Met in the air. Still not cleared from Rodina. Back with Saisalo. Ukili has a man wide right and he uses him. Chance again for another cross. Bakulko. It met well. Acrobatically by Parovic. Two minutes to go to the half. And you have the feeling that both teams seem to be happy to get off the field to get some water in. Let's watch it again. And nicely directed. On another day, I just might have drifted in on the back post. Here now, final chance maybe for Rodina. Morozov on the ball. He has Sukhanov with him. Back heels to Sukhanov. Sukhanov crosses it. But the shot from Maltsev just rolled into the keeper's weighty arms. Alikin outmuscles McWoods. Rodina not committing too many players forward. They know that the clock is running down, so you can see them starting to slow. They're looking for an opening. And they won't get any openings playing like that at the moment. Oh, Baba Musa limping slightly. Whether it's for real or for effect, we'll find out if he gets replaced at half time. And the tiredness getting some of the players at the moment, because there have been very, very few breaks in this game. It's been non-stop. Looked like a foul throw, but referee waits play on. Ball through. Sukhanov absolutely miskicks it. That was an absolute present from Maltsev. Quick ball played out. Lukili onto it right away. Keeps on the ball, but well defended from the Russians. And then a poor ball played out. Baba Musa, Ghanaian. Ball out through for Vakulko. And he buys the corner kick. It's not actually, it is a goal kick. There'll be very, very little left. And as I say that, the referee blows his whistle. On our clock, it was a couple of seconds early, but of course, the referee knows best. So, 0-0. The end of this first half of the third place playoff. Usually third place playoffs are awash with goals. We see that in almost every World Cup, every competition. This not so far, but there have been some chances. We'll look at the statistics in just one moment. Riga have not been as impressive as we thought they would be. They've done well in this tournament. Of course, they're disappointed to be only playing for bronze. Same with Rodina. But as the players walk off the field, we can say that the heat has had something to do with it. It's not going to get easier now in the second half, where it'll get a bit warmer. We will see substitutes thrown on, but it is all there to play for. 45 minutes gone. No score here in the third place playoffs for the Korantina Homes Cup 2021. Of course, no goals. 7-5 shots. Rodina leading. 5 on target, 3 on target for Riga. Riga leading possession, same in offsides. They've more corners, they've had more fouls committed, and 1 yellow card apiece. Not a dirty game, but there have been a couple of little outbreaks of pushing and shoving. No red cards like yesterday in the final. But let's see what the second half holds, and we'll let you enjoy some pictures from the first half of this third place playoff while we go get a cup of tea, and we're back course for the second half. Welcome back to the Kukli Stadium. As Baba Musa says a little prayer for a good second half for FC Riga. I guess he wasn't as injured as he himself thought he was. So some changes for this third place playoff of the Korantina Homes Cup 2021. We'll count them off as they come in. We do know it's Arseny Yagudkin who is warming up. He is going to be coming in. Arsene Arepetian will be coming in as well for Rodina. That's number 74 and number 17. 15, Shadrinsev is still in. And some changes as well on the Riga side. Byronsev happy enough with his work so far in this tournament. It would have gone a lot worse. But I'm sure he could feel they could have taken the Spanish in the final had they had the chance. We've seen there are a couple of changes. Jean-Baptiste Leo, who has scored here already, he is in. So we're off, and also we will try to update with the players as we notice them. As I said, Jean-Baptiste Leo is on. Wood seems to have made way for him. Jean-Baptiste Leo, of course, had played with Sochaux in France. That's him just on playing through ball. And Lionel Wamba, the Cameroonian, is on as well. We'll just check who he has come on for. Chance now for Morozov. We'll be looking to get on the goal sheet. Good shot in. But the Latvian under 21 or former under 21 player equal to it. Now he just slows it down. He was looking for a quick throw, so he rolls the ball out short. Or which tells Lukili to get on with it. More composure. Long ball over the top. Kept. Still a chance. But just cut off before he gets into the danger zone. It's another new man in the side. Armand Petersons, Latvian. Despite the fitness levels, it'll be tough enough for these lads to keep going for the tournament. And now's the chance. Chance goal! Oh! Beautifully played. A mix up in defence, and it goes to show get the ball away. And first decent chance the second half for Jean-Baptiste Leo. He has got the taste of goal scoring in his mouth after a couple against Aris. He'll be looking for more. You see the replay. Poor ball out. Baba Musa had won the ball in a little bit of a tussle with Newman Leonid. Lashenko, the number 23, just stumbling over his own feet, giving the ball away, but lucky the post got in the way. So now the early pressure on from the Latvians. Rodina breaking. Through ball, chance on goal, can he take it? And there could be a decent shout for a penalty. Referee says no, says get up. And Andreev, a new man onto the field in the second half, did look like he got a bit of a shove in the back. So the ball slowed down. Yep, there was a definite shove in the back, Parrish. He didn't even hide it, Ivan Parrish. Just gave him a little. Actually, it was two Yugoslav hands on the back. So I definitely think that they can feel aggrieved at that. Igor Andreev, 20 years of age, has had a good tournament for Rodina. Nice skill, still going on, and it is a goal kick. Maltsev will be upset with that. He did everything right, broke through. But just a little bit of experience for the defence. And won by the head of Shadrinsev. Leo says he got the ball, but I don't think he did. He did catch his opponent a little bit, and as a result he gives away the free. Arpetyan in there to make sure that the referee gives a free kick to his team. Arpetyan came from Shinik Yaroslavl, 24 years of age, 25 actually, an old looking 25-year-old. He's on down the line, and now a chance for the new man to run. Wamba tossing for the ball, keeps it, but just rolls away on him. Dylan Wamba wearing the famous number 99, which of course is a legendary ice hockey jersey worn by the great one, Wayne Gretzky, the highest point scorer, goal scorer in the NHL of all time. So Wamba is just 19 years of age, strongly built. Played for the under-17s of Cameroon, and moved to Spartaks in Latvia, playing the top level. So moving within Latvia to his new team, he hopes. And a free kick, fairly obvious. Morozov was a little bit late on that, apologising to the older man. Kurakin, Santons. Richard Petersons. Well thought of player. Right winger attacking. Which stumbles a bit over his feet, but eventually gets the ball back to the keeper, who clears his lines. Ball still in play on the far line. Now Riga attacking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 men forward. They are even numbers with Rodina. Chance, but Petersons The idea was right, the execution was absolutely terrible. He wanted to try to flick it through for the onrushing Vakulko, but just couldn't get it online. A chance to go. Hopeful. Jump up, please, Leo. Just had to have a bang at it. Right idea, just he couldn't keep it down. 25 years of age now, from Leon. Just watch it. It was actually it was Wamba. And the criticism coming from the sideline was Leo, don't shoot. Break now for Rodina. This could be on. He's keeping his time, but Andreev couldn't keep his shot on target. Nice break, and again that out ball, and Andreev has the legs of the two defenders. We were careful not to clip an ankle or tug a jersey, because realistically it should have been a penalty to Rodina earlier on. Kept on down the line now by Riga, and well defended. I didn't see a free kick in that, but the referee and linesman obviously did. Arsenia Godkin takes a tumble. Vakulko the culprit. And Rodina let Riga off the hook with that one. Gili, I'm sure, will be hoping for substitution because he ran himself ragged in the first half. That was a foul throw because his back foot was off the ground, but let's go. Wins the ball back. Jersey pulled, but referee gives advantage. Good solo through, and yeah, he was clipped. A scream to accompany it by Leo. Yeah, he ran into the legs, but we can call the same. Now a chance. We have committed more fouls, 9-5. So in the 57th minute, can we see the account open for either team? Something correct in standing over it. Silo is off. Good ball play through, very long and too long. Right idea, but just terrible execution. And the keeper happy to see it go wide. Free kick given. Tikhonov, number 11, new on. Tikhonov is up from Krasnodar, originally from Moscow, 19 years of age. Again, another strong performer for Rodina in this tournament. Bejovic to Andersons. Petersons, excuse me. And that will be a throw in to the luminous yellow team. Shadrinsev playing very, very well. Looks like there's a substitution. We'll see in just a moment. It is one of the older statesman of Rodina, Umarov coming in. And leaving the field play will be Sam Wojtukov. So Murad Umarov coming in to shore things up a little bit, add a little bit of experience into the side. Looks like it was offside or pushing. So now a chance on the hour mark for Rodina to build. Long ball played down, but it's going to come straight back to them. Or a throw in. Have to say thank you to the Riga kit people, because they have blocked out the names on the back of the jerseys. Slight tug on Pettersson's, just sent him tumbling into the corner. So Pettersson's experience, well thought of, well respected. Ball plays through. Lukili, and it's a corner kick. Lukili did well. He's looking for something more than a corner. He was tussling for the ball, but the legs weren't there as much as they were in the first half. So Pettersson, of course, good experience to get the throw in off the bench. Corner taken from Burakins, well played, punched away, and Idarov, is he looking for no, he's not looking for a free, he's like telling someone to come in and protect him. So throw in. Pettersson takes it, short, gets the ball back. They're going to play a bit of keep off for a moment, but they're retreating. Barovic, and back to Purins. PPP. Now one coming forward. Ball, almost released Pettersson's, but just a bit too short. And now a counter-attack, a rapid counter-attack, and it was offside. Matvey Chauvel, number 20, is a new man in the second half. Two more subs coming in. That was a tight offside. Pettersson takes over the captaincy from Parovic, who comes off. So, two South Americans coming in. Brisola, Felipe, he's one of the all-time top scorers for Riga. And Juan Saiz, 29 years of age, from Colombia. Comes from Independiente Medellin. Underage player, youth international for Colombia. has lost shape a little bit now since there's been a few changes on both sides, but I'm sure we'll get it back. With Filipe Brizola. That come in from Bulgarian football, played with Plovdiv. We're coming in 3 years ago to Riga, and a bit of a shout for a free, but none going to be given. Referee says stop, bring it back. So, given that Riga are a relatively new club, he is one of the top all-time scorers with 12. 10 in the league, 1 in Cup, 1 in Europe. Omarov, well, it was a light touch on Leo. Oh, miss hit. Well cleared. Continued on. Played off Wamba's legs. Unfortunately, he just misread it. Musa pushed off the ball. Wamba gives him another chance. Back now to the new man Brizola. And easy enough for Aidarov. Tikhonov has a man on. Not really a shot or a cross, more like a cross, but nobody went on to meet it. Substitute coming in, Svintov, the number 8. And it looks like Morozov is going off. Or Maltsev. Maltsev out, Svintov in. Daniel Svintov. Oh, well played. Shardintsev, but now out to Tikhonov. Tikhonov on the left wing. Brings it back to his right foot. Plays it only as far as his opposite number. And the ball cleared for a throw in. Arseny Yagodkin. Just dropped the ball for someone else to throw in. Shardintsev. Etienne lost the ball, and now there's a chance for Riga to have a fast break. And it was Yagodkin getting a long leg in. Luke Ely. Good cross him to left foot. Aidarov meets it with a fist. It's only as far as Musa, who heads it nicely down, but now Pedersen's. Musa. Sola. Still with Riga. And bundled over. As far as Rugins. I think it was a touch of tiredness in that fall as well. Rugins, the 32-year-old. Oh, well, yeah, he got a clip on the knee and a bit of a pull in the shoulders. Nice pitch side view. So 2 men over it. Keeley. He takes it. It is going too high and wide. Just coming up on to 17 minutes. Still no score. If it scores at the end of this, of course, we'll go straight to penalties. There has to be a winner. And a winner for that time was definitely not Murad Omarov. 4 ball out, giving away a throw. Dangerous position. Good throw in. Finds his man, Bersola, alive to it. But shepherded by 3 Russians. We now get the ball almost away. Still looking to get the ball out, but they give it away. Marv comes through again. It's back with Riga. Chance now to do something, and that something wasn't what Leo had expected. But that was too easy for Leo, because he was able to dance through a couple of defenders and get a shot. Well off target, but a good shot. Just he beats 1 and shot. Shows his skill. He just with a little dip of the shoulder, the defender committed himself right away. Of course, he has played Leo. He's played in Greece with Kizimikos and Giannis in the second tier, and joined this year and has made a decent impact with Riga. Played by Wamba. Shot blocked from Lukili, but they have the throw in, and now they can move it. Sola with Lukili. Back to Brisola, but a little bit too hard. Really lost the flight with Pettersson. Brisola. And a shout. Rodina, player who gets up very, very quick. I think it was Ardapetian. And that was a free now. Morozov, who I'm sure is feeling the pace just a little bit. Once he's giving away the free kick. Shudintsev. Ardapetian. Oof. Brisola was lucky he didn't make contact with Shardintsev. Tikhonov. Chance for Morozov, but he just couldn't get any shape on that. It's continuing to get a bit warmer here. It's around 24, 25 degrees right now. Humidity is not as intense as on other days. The wind has died down notably. Oof. And he's going to have to catch his breath after that, Tikhonov, because Pejovic had 2 bites at that cherry. Says he's okay, but 2-1, just a little bit. It was on the belt, which is when you're a boxer, you never want to get those on the belt, because everything moves upwards to cause maximum pain for a gentleman. Throw in to Rodina. Shout of Harosh means good in Russian, so some good interplay. But Morozov get that pass too soft. But they still have it. Rodina now with a chance. They played in. But well read by Purins. And the chance was at the expense of what could be a reason to leave the field. That did look sore. Georgi Udincev. We'll see it now when he played the ball. Matvey Chavel. The number 20. He's been waiting to come on for some time. We mentioned just a few minutes ago. Johnson catch up. And there you can see it where the names on these shirts have been covered up. Again, it's to save us commentators and you viewers a few brain cells, because sometimes you see a name in the back of a shirt and you know it's not that person. Sasha Popovsky, well-travelled Macedonian coach, also worked here with Riga as a fitness trainer, and of course was the assistant trainer or assistant coach of the Myanmar, formerly Burma, national team. Good ball played wide right, or wide left, excuse me, wide right as the keeper is looking at it. Rodina's intensity has gone back a little bit, but they're still trying to carve out an opening or two. Tikhonov running onto it. He's recovered from his on the belt blow. Loses it to the more experienced Petersons. Leo looked for the return, but it wasn't coming. But they have a throw in, and now Matvey Chavel, he will make his way in. And as expected, Morozov is coming out. He has rolled himself into the ground. Very good performance from the young man. Slap on the back from his coach. Better than a kick in the backside, I guess. Good tussle for the ball and good strength shown. Arpetian did well. Ooh, and a good slide in from the Argentinian to Colombian Juan Saiz. Tikhonov made sure to get out of the way of that one. Ball thrown in, Sherdintsev. Risola, shows strength on the ball. Knocks it long. That should be a free, but it's not given. Played through now for Leo. But Leo still has it. Leo coming in on goal. Can he get a shot off? Over the left foot. Just straight into the defender's legs. Still with Riga. Lukili. Risola plays it wide out to the left. There are men running left and right. Cross in. Not cleared well enough. Still with Riga. Another chance of a cross, but right in pushing it back. Brisola again on the ball. Petersons. A lofted cross in. And acrobatic clears, but not far enough. But the attack breaking down just a little bit. Now Pajovic on the ball. Saiz goes left. Long ball down the left wing. Met by the head of the Russian player, and it is a throw in. It's over 10 minutes to go in this third place playoff game, the Korantina Homes Cup. Well won. Bamba won it. Cross in from Brisola, but cleared and now cleaned up, and a chance to break. Arpetian has the ball. Keeps it going left, but poor control from Sherdintsev. Trifonov. Musa. And now it's wide right, and this is a chance. He's got no one with him, but he has a chance to crack a goal. Now he has one man with him, Ira Petian, calling for the ball. Shot on, and a great save. The defenders gave him a bit of space. Ira Petian was calling for it, but Andreev just decided he'll go on his own. And forced a decent save, not the first one of the day, out of Niels Prince. Nicely taken. Hard to say if it was actually going on target, but safety first. And new man coming in, Zhokov. Outgoing Udintsev. Alexander Zhokov. So corner now for the Russians. Cross in, met by a Rodina head and on the back post, and it drifted wide. Everything right, he did everything right on that one. Daniel Svintsov came in flying on the back post, but just couldn't get it on target. Now the Kosovar, Halimi, Besar Halimi, 26 years of age. Born in Frankfurt in Germany, he came up through the ranks at Eintracht Frankfurt. 33 caps for Kosovo. He is replacing Ritvaras Rugins. Halimia handyman to throw on. See there again, it was close as anything. Yogotkin got the header towards the goal. And that is a throw in to the light blue. And that should be a free, but the referee says no. It's more of a case of tired legs. So Riga, another chance. Long ball through the middle. Rodina managed to get control of it and give the ball away. And now's a chance for Riga to catch them unawares. Riga have men forward in numbers. Ball thrown into the box, and it is on target, but well stopped by Aidarov, who I think landed heavily on his knee. He went up against Wamba and Leo, and he landed on his knee or on his ankle. It's hard to see, but it looked, he came down painfully. You see it now. Great cross in. Leo gets the header in, and yeah, I think he came down on his knee. It'd be an absolute shame if you had to go off, because he came on in the game earlier on in the tournament when they lost on penalties. He came in just for the penalty shootout. He is our first team keeper, of course, coming from Rostov. Harmless looking moment when you just land on the ground. Now it would be questionable whether they're going to give this ball back or they will just continue to play on. Everyone getting hydrated once more. Another sub coming in. Nikolai Kudaev. Kudaev has done well in this tournament so far. There's the chance earlier on that hit the post. Very, very fortunate. And this was a very good save. Great awareness. He came out flapping for a moment, but he's big enough with a big enough wingspan. Leo just checking, is he okay? But he landed on his own. It was not a, there was no contact made. Now, to be confident of this Rodina team, you see the little bird logo, and he's going off. No, that is a sad moment. Sergei Aidarov, the man comes in from Rostov reserves. Rostov, of course, a team that almost made a fairy tale to win the Russian Premier League the same year that Leicester unexpectedly and inexplicably won the English Premier League. So young Igor Iliseev, who yesterday turned 18. He's going to come in for the last 5+ minutes of this game. Dennis Boyarintsov trying to direct traffic from the sideline. So it'll be a throw in. They will, it's questionable whether they'll actually throw it back to the keeper or just keep playing. Sizable break there. We've just counted 2 minutes. And we see again how that happened. You see, he came out, flapped at the ball and just landed on his knee. Didn't seem to twist, just landed straight on his knee. So, by rights, Riga should just play on. We'll see. Shardintsev finally off the field. He has run himself absolutely ragged in this game. Very, very good performance. Here we go. Chance on shot, which could, it's still in play. Wamba swung his whole body at that one. Rins under pressure, but gets the ball away. Kept in play. And it was an offside. Rodina getting put under pressure. Poor clearance from Iliseev, goes straight to Petterssons. Petterssons rolls the ball through for Leo. Now Leo's going to look for a penalty, and it is unfortunate for Iliseev. The first thing he did, apart from a missed kick, he dived and looked like he clipped the toes. Got the ball but did clip the toes, so he did make contact with the man going through. We'll see it again. Was it a real penalty? Yes, it was. Yes, it was, yeah. The ball was out of Leo's control and he dragged his foot back, so technically it's a penalty. Leo knew what he was doing. Let's see now what Iliseev is going to do, because he had a penalty against him in the first game that he played. And it was missed, but Brisola, one of the top scorers for this young club. Let's see if we can get this on target. So the pressure on, this could be the winning kick to finish the game in regular time, and he dances and saved, and the rebound slammed home, and Iliseev can count himself very, very unlucky for that one. Did everything right, guessed right, caught the ball in his body, but the rebound just fell kindly for Brisola. Brisola adds to his total for FC Riga and could be adding to his medal count as well. He'd be getting bronze, of course, for this tournament. Let's just watch that again. The penalty. Oh. Each time we watch that, it looks more annoying. And he did a Akinfeev. If you just watch it, he stops it with his foot. And I did actually comment in the very first game that he looked and played quite like Igor Akinfeev. Remember, Akinfeev saved a penalty against Spain in the second round of the World Cup that saw Russia triumph. and move through to the quarterfinal. I was commentating on that game in Luzhniki, and honestly, I've never seen Russians as happy, ever. So now there's only a few minutes left. There will be added on time, of course. But Riga, they're not going to want to lose this because they have a reputation at this tournament. They feel aggrieved that they didn't win, but Rodina, they also have a reputation here. They won the bronze medal as well. And a mix-up, but they still get the ball back. Rodina now, they are at the last chance saloon. Tikhonov keeping the ball in play. Arpetian, nice turn. Two-footed, flicks it with his left foot out to the Newman, who loses the ball. There's a moment when your legs are too long and you lose it, but he, in the process, upends Brisola. He had a chance to make a hero of himself to get the ball into the box. So we're almost on 90 minutes. Questionable how many minutes the referee will add on. There should be at least 2 minutes, because we counted 2 minutes 30. Long ball for his striker Sorrento. Wamba is penalised. He just seemed to lead with his shoulder rather than the elbow. Yagodkin feels it. Well, yeah, his forearm came across and gave him a bit of a belt. One more chance now, and they might have it. Rodina, Arpetian on the ball. Katayev plays it through, but met by Bevic. Still with Rodina. Arpetian. But now Leo has a chance to break. Can he just take it into the corner, or does he want to go for a goal himself after winning the penalty? He has a man outside. It's Brisola. Brisola, he's going to hold the ball up or throw it in. No, he's going to take a cross. He'll save, drops that one. Almost reminiscent to the first game against Paphos when he dropped it into the path of Kevin Berrigo. Rodin, I need to get a move on. We're into the second minute of injury time, but they're not going to do anything with that. But an industrial clearance, and this could be the last chance for them to do something. Throw in taken quickly. Very poor cross into the box. There was no one there. It's going to run out for a throw, and it has. Peterson's understands. He's 30 years of age. He's played this game before. Referee is looks like there's 1 minute to go. Another minute of injury time here at the Kukli Stadium, just outside of downtown Paphos. And long clearance, but Rodina win the ball back, upended. Referee gives it free to Rodina because Peterson did come through the back of Tikhonov. And this will be it, folks. I'm pretty certain of it because the referee is intimated that that will be it. So 14-10 on the foul count, Riga leading, and they're also leading on the scoreboard 1-0. So he has to get it into the box, and hopefully someone gets a head, boot, backside or nose onto it, puts it into the back of the Riga net to take it to penalties. Referee telling the defenders to come back. Single man Peterson with his back to the wall, now facing the ball. Ball in from Tikhonov, thrown in but met well, and that could be it. He doesn't win his own rebound, and it's a break now. Riga away. Can they seal it? Can they make it 2-0? Shot on, well played by Yeliseyev, and he cannot get the rebound on it. It's 2-0. 2-0, and Wamba, Lionel Wamba from Cameroon, doubles the score, and a hard look for the young 18-year-old. That's not the kind of birthday gift he wants to get. Wamba making it 2-0. in the 94th minute, and he can feel upset because he did everything right both times. Stops the first shot and just can't block the rebound. So 2-0 on the bounce of play. Yes, deserved from Riga because they did play well overall. Great break. Luke Keeley gets a shot in. There'll be a question if that was offside, but since we have no VAR, we don't know. But cool head from Wamba. He followed up, and you always want a striker to do that, to follow in any shots. And that's it, folks. It is all over here at the Kukli Stadium. And Sasha Popovsky has captured third place for FC Riga. And a very solid performance from Riga. Good performance from Rodina. They will feel upset not to have at least brought it to penalties. And overall you could see a little bit of experience and a little bit of talent maybe shone through, because they had players who could come off the bench to make a difference. Of course, the two scorers both came off the bench, Risola and Wamba. And hard look, of course, to the Rodina side. They came here to the tournament. They came from 2-0 down against Paphos to bring it to penalties, only to lose. And have been absolutely great value for money. And there are at least 3 of these players who can immediately make an impact at a higher level. So 14-13 on the shot count, 9-8 Riga leading. 54%, so the possession again they led with that. 14-10, but not a nasty game. A yellow card apiece, but no malice or no thuggery in it. Just good, honest football. And here, as the temperature continues to climb, it is coming up to 1 o'clock here in Cyprus, and it is warm. Very, very warm. It's deceiving. It's also humid. So again, the champions crowned yesterday, the Asociación Futbolistas Españoles from Spain, the Footballers Union, with some very, very talented and experienced players in that side. They came to win, and win contracts as well as medals. They were well worth their win yesterday. In second place, of course, Paphos. Paphos unlucky. They've been runners-up twice, third on one occasion. But a very, very young side fielded yesterday because they have a big league game on tomorrow. And third goes to FC Riga. They've been in the mix before as well, so they're continuing to be bridesmaids or thereabouts. And fourth are Rodina. Rodina as well in the mix before. That'd be a nice little cash gift for the players and staff as well as medals. Fifth, of course, were Brentford. They yesterday knocked off Aris Limassol. Aris Limassol, a very experienced, had a good side as well, but they field a mainly reserve team yesterday, same as Paphos. The question always is, do you want to go win everything? Where are your priorities? And of course, I think the priorities for the local sides are to do well in the league. Latvia, of course, have finished their season. Rodina are heading towards the midwinter break. Some nice words given for both, and just that little bit of experience showed. 2 young sides in terms of the age of the clubs. And Dennis Byron said he'll be happy enough with how they played. Petras, who's the captain of Riga, to go over after Barwich went off. He gets bronze medal. Remember the original Rodina, they are very, very recently set up. And 2015, of course, they got a professional license only in 2019. So intelligently built up and developed solidly. It seems to be the prevailing way now for a lot of the Russian investments into football. We saw with FC Krasnodar as well. Also Veles Moscow, well, slightly differently. Chertanovo and other teams as well. And of course, Lokomotiv Moscow starting to invest more in their academy and the reserve team Kazanka. Could be better sometimes, but they've done well. And these boys will be looking to push for promotion to the FNL. As I mentioned at the top of the game, they are leading their division this year. Absolutely flying. But of course we should talk more about Riga as well. So Riga didn't get a 4 in a row, but they'll be back next year. They're going to solidify and strengthen up. Of course they'll be playing in the European Conference League next year. They get 20,000 euros for their troubles. And I'm sure there'll be more than a few beers bought with that. And well deserved. They're a good, solid team. You can see how they would trouble people in Europe as well. To be on my own beloved Dundalk FC a number of years ago in the Champions League, were beaten, but they went on a run in the Europa League. Lost on penalties after 2 scoreless draws against Dundalk. They went on and beat a Polish team. They beat Helsinki, but then lost just before the group stage to Copenhagen 3-2. So the pedigree is there. Of course, they only lost 1-0 in the COVID shortened season last year. Celtic. So smiles and cheers abound for Riga FC as they finish up their playing season, because of course it's holiday time for them, so they'll go away to take a bit of a break and come back fresh and prepared for the new season. So I will bid you all farewell and thank you for joining us today for this Korantina Homes Cup 2021 third place playoff. Not as many goals as we'd expected. There were a lot of chances, lots of shots on target, lots of effort and very good play from both sides. Riga coming out on top with 2 late goals after the unfortunate and very solid Sergei Aidarov had to go off injured. Still trying to figure out what happened to him, but he seemed to have landed on his knee, so he went out. In came the newly turned 18-year-old Igor Yeliseyev, and he was unfortunate to pick the ball out of the net twice. First after Leo won a penalty by dragging his foot behind him, and the second after a shot that he blocked. The rebound then was bundled into net by Lionel Wamba. Of course, the scorer for the penalty was Brisella. So, as we go out and you have a watch this, my name is Alan Moore, and enjoy the rest of your Friday and have a great weekend.